So I think I'm live right now. Hi, everybody. Let's find out. I think I'm live. Let's see. So, if you want, you can just go ahead and say hi. You can chat if you're watching. And I am going to, I'm getting some highs. That's cool. Yay. So, yay. Thank you guys for the hellos. It's always reassuring. This is working. Let's see if I don't want to get too much healing in, but I want to show you when I'm healing stuff, what it looks like. There we go, that's good. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, everybody. So we have people from multiple countries already, which is good. So this is a Sunday, so obviously, well, for most people, not everybody actually. Some people it's early Monday. But so maybe some people can view today that couldn't have viewed on Friday for the Friday healing. So that's cool. So my name is Janet Wright. If you're viewing and you don't know that, I am an energy healer, reader, and teacher. And this is going to be a group healing for 80 different people in 9 different countries, including 6 kids, which is super awesome. Hi, kids. If any kids are watching. Just briefly, the countries are US, UK, New Zealand, South Korea, Australia, Canada, Spain, India, and Germany. So hello to all my viewers in all the different countries. Super cool. And those are the participants that prepaid, so that's how come I know where they are. So if you don't know, people prepay on my website to get the healings. This is a set of 3 healings. This is the second in that set. So that's called a triplet group healing set. And that's the Friday healing was the first one on September 6th, 2019. This is the second one, going to be the second one. And then the third one is Tuesday, in 2 days from now. Hey, glad everybody's saying hi. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, whatever it is for you. Oh, hey, seeing some people that couldn't have watched on Friday jumping on Sunday, so that's always exciting. So I guess just a brief word of what did we do on Friday. We did a lot. There was a lot of healing. There was teaching sprinkled in, because one of my survey people, only one though, but was like, well, it's not a class, so I didn't learn, but I don't know. I think a lot of people do learn from these things. Watching, you learn about self-healing, how energy works. Plus, I did talk about stuff as I was working, like the concepts, the underlying concepts. So this whole triplet set of 3 healings is about work-life balance. So, so everything's sort of satisfying because, for wellness is better. I would say for most people I've ever read, it's better if they have, that expression, have a life. So even if you love your work or even if you don't love your work, it's nice to also have a rich personal life outside of your work. And we got into a concept more towards the end of Friday's experience. Like if you're re-listening, it would be probably after the hour mark, sometime after the hour mark in the Friday recording, the Friday video, but about play, like personal, just in your personal life, then there's personal work and personal play. So that we're going to work on again today. I even personally felt that was much needed to do energy clearing around that. And I felt the results of that. And I think some people already commented that they felt results from that too afterwards, in their life, just in the rest of the day, Friday and Saturday. So we're gonna do more of that. Because, like, okay, so personal work is like getting stuff done that you have to get done that's not your job, but it's stuff in your life, and then personal play is, just pure fun, or pure nurturing, maybe. Um, so, anyway, like an example I did that I had been putting off is soaking my feet in Epsom salt water, warm water, and then I have to do a certain treatment after that. But I haven't soaked my feet for probably easily a year, so the clearing did help. But anyway, so there'll be lots of overall healing, chakras, aura, grounding, but then there'll be sort of more not chakra based, but that helps chakras, of course. On we'll imagine gardens to clear certain spaces like giving and receiving, and work and play balance, and also personal work and personal play balance. Well, yeah, work and personal life balance, and then personal work and personal play balance. Okay, so yay! I'm glad for all you guys watching live too. I mean, of course, a lot of people just watch later, which is super cool too. And okay, my one and only time watching right now, at least. How many people are watching? We have 16 people watching. So hi to everybody. Okay, cool. So I did say hi to everybody already, so you don't have to wait through me quietly, telepathically saying hi to all the participants, the people I'll be healing. And well, I'll also a shout out if I don't think I've seen anybody that meets this. I think everybody so far is an actual, prepaid participant receiving the healing. But if you maybe you just didn't, you're watching but you didn't say hi, and you didn't pay to get the healing, you're super welcome to watch the live stream anyway. You can heal yourself as you watch. I'm describing what I do as I heal, so maybe that inspires you to try those techniques on yourself as you watch. Or you could just, watch, because, I don't know, healing is cool. All right. So I think we're going to get going. I'm eager to get started, so we won't do a lot of cute chit chat today before we start. Yeah, let's just get going. This will be exciting. Okay. So if you're one of the participants, prepaid participants receiving the healing, you could just enjoy, breathe, think about I can receive, I can let go. One time I said, which is true, sometimes if I'm receiving a healing, I might want to think about, I believe in miracles, something that just really opens you up to like your potential. But you could also just heal yourself as I'm healing you too, if that's more fun for you, whatever, it's fun. Fun is good. All right. So when you heal yourself, you can just use your imagination if you want. I also like to use my hands. That's the color they generate of energy, and gold is just a nice vibration to help you let go. So what I'm doing right now is I'm combing through grounding. So if you're healing yourself right now or later as a saved video with this, you can just imagine a copy of your own grounding. And usually, I mean, if you know me, you definitely know about grounding already, but, make it as wide as your whole aura. And you can make it red or orange or yellow. We're not going to really start with a certain color this time. And I'm just making sure that people have a really good flow in their grounding. If you feel like, you've been a little overwhelmed lately, that would be one of the suspects you want to check is your grounding. And just imagine, you know, any energy blocks there. Maybe they look like big rocks. Um, and you can just melt them with gold light. So, and then I'm moving on. I'm going to check back down with that a lot, but I'm going also to aura repair. A lot of people don't need aura repair as much as they did on Friday, just because, I don't know. It's true. Well, because, the Friday aura repair, a lot of people just, their aura's maybe mostly good just from that. And a lot of people that are getting this healing, they just do daily aura repair. So that's why their aura's nice. But I did notice a couple people needed it for today in particular. So we're always going to do aura repair at the start of a healing. If you, I've been noticing recently, if you're healing yourself and you, say with a video or not with a video, and you're healing yourself and you start to feel nauseous, it could be that you need aura repair. Nausea a lot of times is the third chakra. If the third chakra is open, then you do not feel nauseous. You don't feel too sleepy. But if your third chakra is a little blocked, you might feel nauseous or sleepy. But also aura repair can be part of why somebody feels nauseous. Maybe they, because when your aura's got rips in it, then it leaks out energy and it just makes it harder for you to do anything. So that's why we're doing it right in the start of the healing. So you just imagine a copy out in front of you and just wash through it with gold light. And to all my viewers that cannot see energy, don't lose hope. It still works. For real. It's like, if you're, like, say if you're in a dark room and you rub the side of your face, you're still able to rub the side of your face. Vision is not needed for you to rub the side of your face. You know where it is. So it's similar on a spirit level. You can know where the rips and tears are just on like a deep subconscious wise level and send gold light there. So you don't actually have to see what you're doing. With aura repair, you can just think it, use your intention, use your imagination. And someone asked in a comment recently on I think under the Friday video, if they have aura damage only on the inner layers, what's up with that? So that is, if you got aura damage, it comes from the outside in, right? Because it comes from somebody else throwing energy at you. But then during some kind of a healing process, you healed the outer layers, but the inner damage is still there. That's why. It's not that someone can damage only the inner layers. It's that you've sort of half healed it already. And so that's why you notice the damage on the inner layers. So I think the angels are reminding me that just to have everybody do a little bit of extra work. Healing damage, old aura damage that there may be little remnants of it in the inner aura layers. So inner aura layers meaning closer to your body, outer aura layers just meaning further away from your body. Okay, so I think everybody's good enough on the aura repair now. The grounding is definitely good enough. even for my newbies and my potentially resistant participants. We're rocking it. So now underneath the feet, the aura layers underneath the feet, you want really good flow there. And that helps with releasing. So it's nice to make sure that that's okay. Because otherwise, what would happen if you had energy blocked up right here, but you really wanted to release? You might feel cranky or anxious. We don't want that, right? So I'm helping people, and you can do this too. Just imagine this part of your aura, right beneath the feet. First layer, second layer. First layer, second layer, right beneath your feet. You can do all of them, but chances are these ones are going to be a lot better than these inner ones. You want them all to flow really nicely and release really well. So you're just combing through them. It's kind of like if you have long hair, which I don't right now, but you know how you might comb through hair? It's kind of the same thing. I mean, except it's more like this, but you comb through it. Just wash it out with lots of gold light. There's no like one perfect hand movement to do that. And if you're driving or cooking, so you don't have your hands free, you can just use gold suns, like set up a lot of gold suns around this area. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, let's do the feet chakra. There's a big energy center in the arch of each foot, which is the main way that you bring up earth energy through your legs. It goes up that energy center in the arch of each foot. So let's unblock those. So those chakras would be oriented, this way, like a cylinder, so that the round opening is at the bottom and the round opening at the top of the, in there. So it just, the energy, as it spins, it just draws up the energy up the leg, right? So you just imagine both of your feet chakra. And when I just say feet chakra, both of your feet chakra, I mean the main one in the arch of each foot. Really, you have a chakra in every joint of your body, and even more than that, you have like all sorts of little chakras where the acupuncture points are. So in a second, we'll heal all the chakras in the feet, which will be even cooler. But let's just do the main one first, that one in the arch of the foot. And I like to make really big copies. I mean, when you think about it, your foot is only so big. So, your foot chart is not this giant, but I like to do that because you can kind of notice blockages better. And what you could do too is make a composite copy of your left foot chakra and your right foot chakra and put them in the same place so that you can heal both at once easier, and kind of notice blockages easier if you're doing them at once. Or you could separate them and do left foot, right foot, whatever works for you. But I'm going to do both at once. I'm going to do a little repair on that foot chakra, those foot chakras that are in the arch of the foot. So repair is just, if there's like, because you want that round opening to be nice and smooth and round, and if there's like a big chip missing in that round opening, then that would be damage. And so you could heal it by washing it out with gold light and just repairing it. And we can even use gold bottle brushes. So you make these gold bottle brushes like you might use in the sink to scrub out a cup or something. And just make the gold bottle brushes with your intention out of universal gold healing energy, and just get them in the feet chakra and just swish them around in there. And your intention is that it's going to pick up any energy blocks or beings or whatever cords that you're ready to release, and just take out the bottle brushes that have all that gunk on them and give them to your angels. Say, angels, please recycle. And then make more bottle brushes to, again, unblock your feet chakra. And you're using a copy out in front of you, and you're using your gold bottle brushes, and then just give those to your angels. Yeah, so then let's do all the energy centers of the whole foot. And why would we do that in work-life balance? Well, just because it's fun, because people need it, but also, what we talked about on Friday was that underneath work-life balance is actually giving and receiving, and being able to receive. And the feet chakra are really important for receiving earth energy. And even in Chinese medicine, like all your meridians either begin or end in your feet. So you got to keep the energy flowing in your feet. So right now, you can just imagine both feet separately, copy of them out in front of you, or you can have a composite copy and it'll look like one foot, but it just represents both of your feet that you're healing at the same time. Whatever you want. And you just imagine all the little joints in your feet, because you have a lot of little bones in your feet. And if you ever want like drawings of that stuff, I mean, you could just Google it, diagram of foot bones or something, and you'll get a ton of good choices. But I do have like a bunch of Pinterest boards about bones of the body and joints of the body. I think it's linked on my website. I think there's a link to my Pinterest board on my website. But anyway, you just imagine with your intention. You don't have to visualize it all perfectly or at all, but you're sending gold light and unblocking and repairing all the energy centers in your feet, your toes, your ankles. And you can even just send energy, like a message to your feet. It's okay. It's okay to relax. It's okay to receive. You can even send a message like, I am healthy and well. I am safe, to your feet. That is nice. So then I think I will just do like a little bit of like all the muscles. Just for fun. All the muscles in the human body. And again, I do have a couple cool diagrams about that on that Pinterest board of mine that's linked on my website, I think. But you can just imagine that you're sending gold light to all the muscles in your body, helping them to relax, helping them to receive and recharge. Okay, so that was just a little bit. And why do you heal muscles in a spiritual healing? Well, because it's all about energy flow and, having positive energy. If you have positive energy, like wellness in your physical body, then it becomes a great place for your spirit to be. And if your body's a great place for your spirit to be, then you'll be there, and then you'll manifest things more easily, and life will feel better for you. So they're very interrelated. It's not just, okay, I want to be spiritual, I'm going to I'm going to heal my spirit, and that's that, and that'll work out fine. Body, mind, spirit, they're very interrelated. We did a bunch of chakra work on Friday, so I think everybody's good with that. Yeah. Yeah, it was more just between Friday and now, people needed a little bit extra love in their aura, but the aura protects the chakras. So since we healed the aura a lot on Friday, and we repaired and unblocked all the chakras on Friday, then the aura kind of held everything, safe, kept the chakras safe between Friday and now. So we don't really have to do much on the chakras now, particularly because we just did the muscles and the feet, and so it kind of wakes up everything nicely. How fun. So one thing the angels are showing me is that past life baggage can get in the way of people's work-life balance. So if you're thinking, well, why, how? Um, I'm just gonna read a quick example. Well, two quick examples, I think. One of, a client who has a little bit, maybe she plays so much that she doesn't necessarily work as much. And then I'll read the opposite example. And, so the person who maybe plays a little bit so much so that, she's not working enough. Um, Part of that is past life baggage where there was like two lives in a row where she worked way too much, and so she's a little bit overcorrecting lately, because there's that fear that she's going to work too much and she's going to miss out on a lot of really precious experiences in her life. And so she's not exactly getting the best balance that she needs right now because she's overcorrected a little bit too much because of that fear of like, I can't do that again. I can't overwork again. So, anyway, so we're going to help her clear that. And then an example of the opposite, which maybe is more common for people, people that work so much that they're missing out on some of their personal life balance. I think I'm going to work on everybody's grounding while I read, just so people keep the healing going. So one of the clients that the angels, pointed out as an example, someone that works too much now and really has trouble kind of reining that in and having enough personal life richness to balance it out. The reason that they're doing that is past life baggage, and they just have a very strong fear of not having enough money for their family, not providing properly for the people that they love, their kids, their partner, themselves. And so they have this fear because of past lives where they really just, were very hungry. They had financial hardships. And so that fear, even though it's not true at all now, and they could rein back the work and find even a slightly different type of work that is more still very abundant but easier on the personal life. The fear of not having enough is kind of blocking their spirit from manifesting a happier balance. So again, an example of past life baggage in the way of present life work-life balance, right? So now we're just going to clear some of that. So it's easy. We're just going to make one pile out in front of you of any past life baggage that you're ready to clear that would help you have better work-life balance, right? If you cleared this baggage from your past lives, it would help you. And so you just use the wise part of you to pick whatever baggage, past life is in the way. Yeah, I think if we do specifically past life baggage, that's going to be more effective. And then we'll do another one of present life baggage that's in the way. So just make a big pile out in front of you of any past life baggage that's in the way, that you want to clear right now, that you're ready to clear right now. And we'll have angels double check it, so don't worry that it would be too much. So past life baggage, make a big pile out in front of you. Sometimes I like to make like a gold dumpster and shove it in a gold dumpster, or gold boxes, whatever you like. But you just make a big pile of what past life baggage is in the way of you having good work-life balance now. And then let's just melt it. You can melt it with gold light. You can imagine just letting go, and that makes it melt a lot faster. You can bring up red earth energy to soak that pile in red earth energy. And just remind yourself that it's okay to let go. You can just do some deep breaths. That'll make it melt faster. The cold light makes it melt faster. So if you have any leftover piles, just leftover parts of that pile, just ask your angels. Angels, can you please deal with that for me? Let's do another one pile or a couple piles, however your brain likes to do it. But again, past life baggage in the way of your work-life balance. And then just bring up red earth energy, soak the piles in the red earth energy, and then gold light. Gold light could be from gold suns that you make above the piles, or from your hands, or from a gold hose that you use. And you're just, this gold universal healing energy just helps you to let go. You can breathe deeply, say, I can let go. It's okay, it's time for me to let go. And I am having everybody's angels double check the piles, so you can't clear too much. You could just say, angels, can you double check my piles too if you're worried. All right, so everybody cleared enough for now of past life baggage in the way of work-life balance. So we'll just do one round of present life baggage in the way of your work-life balance. So just make one pile or a bunch of piles out in front of you of whatever baggage is in the way of work-life balance for you. I'm making one big pile. And just bring up red earth energy, soak your piles or your one big pile with red earth energy from the center of the earth. And that just helps a little bit. And then gold light, just wash it out with gold light. And just, remind yourself, hey, I can let go. And you can also say, angels, can you double check my piles if you're at all concerned, that you might be melting too much. There. And if you have any left over, just say, angels, can you help me get rid of that? So the angels pointed out a different sample person, which I think, the reason they do that is because that person needs help, but then also their issue is relevant for many people, many of us. So this particular person I'm looking at, they're a telepathic participant, so they don't know consciously about the healing. Their loved one, arranges the payments and stuff. And then I ask this person's spirit, and she's like, yeah, yes, please give me this healing. So she gets the healings. But she hasn't really found a career yet that works for her. Some things she thought would work out, but then she ends up not liking them. Other things, maybe she got fired. It just hasn't happened yet that she's found a career that really she can have longevity in and really, really works for her. So that does affect work-life balance, because it's just a big deal if your workspace isn't quite right. So we're going to deal with that in a couple different ways to help everybody. And even if you do have a job that you love, healing your workspace always helps. Okay, so cool. So the first thing that person needs, and therefore it would help everybody, is it's a version of the video Callback Bring In. So I will link that video down below after the fact, after this live stream is over. But there's a video that I have called Callback Bring In. And we're going to help you guys to bring in work energy. It could be motivation to do some projects. It could be motivation for a career that you haven't consciously realized yet. It could be, just a level of focus that you need in the career you already have. So it's whatever work and career energy that you need to bring in. So you can just imagine it like colored bunches of energy above you, above your aura that you haven't been able to bring in yet. Maybe because of energy blocks, either up there or in here. So you just imagine these nice bunches of rainbow colored energy that represent your work and career energy that you haven't been able to bring in yet. And you just and it's kind of queued up and ready to come in, but you just haven't been able to. So you just imagine these colored bunches of energy, pretty much right here where I'm showing you, above your aura but close, and just run gold light through them. And as you do that, they tend to come in. They tend to start coming in, and it's really pretty if you can see the energy of it. A lot of times it looks like colored confetti, as it comes in. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, you're just finding, and this could be with your thought and your intention. I explain how it looks just because maybe that's interesting to you, but you don't have to see. You can just do it with your thought, with your intention. So you just imagine work, career, energy that you haven't yet brought in that you want to bring in, and just run gold light through it. So I'm helping all the participants to do that. And I'm kind of doing a twist, a different thing that's not quite in that video, in that, how I said sometimes the reason you haven't brought that energy in is because you're blocked up there or here. So I'm doing a little bit of that where I imagine, so you can imagine yourself, like a little copy of you up in front of you, and then that energy that hasn't come in, that's really good, like these pretty bunches of your energy up here that you haven't been able to bring in, and just heal yourself. This big bubble and your body and your grounding and everything, just you don't have to see it, but just this is you, and this is that energy of yours that you haven't been able to bring in yet, and just run gold light through all of it, you and this new energy of yours. Because that seems to work even better. Because subconsciously a bunch of people were like, I'm not ready, even though they were actually, it was just an energy block at the first layer making them feel like they're not ready. And a lot of times the angels deal with that with you, where with us, all of us, where like we're totally ready for something and we've been praying for it and waiting for it to come, but then there's still a subconscious part of you that's like, wow, not yet. So that's why you also heal yourself as you're helping to bring some of this in, because it's like you just need to comfort these parts of you. Because again, sometimes if you get what you want, it's still terrifying on some subconscious level. So we need to comfort these parts of you. I can think of like several different instances with clients where that's happened, and with me too. I mean, even this live streaming stuff, that was like something I didn't know consciously, but as a spirit, I had been working to manifest for years, but I didn't know it. So then when it was starting to happen, it really like kind of my mind just froze. I was like, I don't want to do this. It's too much. So you just comfort yourself and also run gold light through the energy that you're wanting to bring in for your work. So productivity, even in your personal life, personal work, career work. And then why don't we just segue into the play part? So do that same thing. And if you need to check your grounding, go ahead and do it. I think the angels are giving me the go ahead, like everybody's grounding is fine. Like that worked when we did both at the same time. So we don't have to do a big pause to check grounding much. But if you're watching later maybe and you do, just think of your grounding. Make it all over again. Make it nice and wide, as high as your third chakra, as wide as your aura. Have it go all the way down to the core of the earth, red or orange or yellow, flowing downward. Okay, so now play energy. Personal life, yeah. Any personal life energy, so love life energy, personal life energy, and play, being playful, being able to really reward yourself and be joyful. So personal life energy. So any personal life energy that's up there, just outside of your aura that you've been trying to bring in, but it hasn't come in yet. And then also just comfort yourself, your own energy system, your spirit, your body, so that while you're unblocking, you're able to receive this energy that you've been trying to bring in. This positive change energy about personal life stuff, maybe love life, maybe just personal play, maybe personal productivity, personal work. But I think most people probably need, well, we can do all of the above. Personal life, anything personal life, personal work, personal love life, personal play. But if you're like me, you need to extra focus on personal play. I'm bringing that in. But whatever you need to focus on. So I'm just checking everybody out, making sure we're all good. Oh yeah. We're going to do a little bit on the legs, because the legs are a great balance. When you're bringing in a lot of new energy, it's even more helpful to have really strong flow in your legs. Your legs kind of help root you. I mean, of course, your grounding helps root you, but your legs, it's a big deal. Bringing a lot of energy through your legs really helps. So I have a video. I'll link it below later. I'll put it in the comment section, at the top of the comment section. I think it's called Explaining Earth Energy Up Legs. And it just talks about bringing up red earth energy up the legs into your first chakra. So I'm going to help everybody with that. And also we're going to help clear energy blocks right in front of the hips, right in front of the legs. Because the more you do that, then your spirit can be in your legs more. Like a lot of times people are sort of standing in front of their physical body more than they realize. So when you clear these energy blocks, then you can kind of go, and actually go in your physical body much more, which then gives you more of that strong rooted feeling. So it's really nice. The more you can have your spirit really in your feet, really in your legs, it's just such a safe feeling. It really helps you to it's a very empowering sense that you get, and just really helps. So I'm looking at that, helping people to clear the energy blocks right in front of the legs and front of the hips. And I think it does help just to kind of be aware that you can have past life energy blocks around your legs and in your legs, just like you can have present life energy blocks. And Why do I mention that? Because gold light would clear both, so why bother talking about it? I think because sometimes if it's a past life energy block, your spirit is so used to it being there, you don't actually think, oh, that's an energy block. I could actually clear that. Because maybe it's been there for like the last 3 past lives, And so when I mention you may have past life energy blocks in your legs or immediately around them, then I think your spirit is more likely to be like, oh, yeah, let me get rid of that. That's really weird there, you know? So so yeah, heads up, past life energy blocks could totally be in your legs or around your legs. And when I say legs, I also mean knees. Knees, of course. Your knees and your ankles. You have major joints, major energy centers in your knees and your ankles. So your angels, so the angels wanted me to read like, okay, well, why do energy blocks around the ankles? Like, how the heck could that affect someone's work-life balance? I mean, yeah, it's good to clear no matter what, but how is it relevant to the theme of work-life balance that we're working? Well, one participant that they point out to me, so it's somewhat universal, this situation. She has past life energy blocks around her ankles, and this is common. And like that image of like shackles. If you're a prisoner, they can have, maybe not in modern times. Well, no, they still do shackle legs sometimes in prisoner situations. But anyway, you can have little like hard pieces of energy around your legs, and that could be because you had a past life literally where your ankles were bound. But it could just be like a spirit thing where you were oppressed, and so there was energy placed right here. So anyway, this one particular client, she has energy blocks like that around her ankles from a past life oppressive situation. And it has caused her mind to not see any near-term solution to her not liking her job. I mean, she has tweaked it, and it's different than it was before. It's not like the total suffering that it used to be, but there's still like maybe 60% more positive changes that she could make like next week, the week after, next month, the month after, but in her mind, she's like, no, I have to do it till 6 years from now because of blah, 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 blah. She has it all consciously, set in her brain. But really, it's just these past life shackles around her ankles that cause her mind to not see more immediate ways to lighten her work environment and not manifest short-term solutions, soon solutions. So go ahead and melt away any energy blocks all around your legs, your ankles, your knees, your feet, but maybe your ankles in particular, that are blocking you from having healthy work-life balance now, tomorrow, next week. And again, you want to melt what's healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. So this is something that you could keep doing. When I'm doing this motion, and you can do this motion or whatever motion you want, but it's like you surround this first layer with gold light right here, all around the leg and the feet. You just surround it with gold light. And you can also have the intention be you're sending energy inside the channel too, because there can be energy blocks and hard pieces of energy inside the leg and the feet as well. And again, you do have on a spirit level, everybody has 2 legs. There could be somebody who physically only has 1 leg right now, but they still have, on a spirit level, 2 legs. So you can make a composite and heal both at once if you want. Like as one, it looks like 1 leg, but it's really your left leg and your right leg together, like copies of them that you're healing at one time. Or you can heal them separate like this, whatever works for you. But yeah, it does seem there is a lot of this work kind of energy around people's legs. like stuck sort of responsibility energy. Metatron mentioned this in the September 2019 Metatron recording. I was just re-listening to it this morning, so that's fresh in my mind. Um, Metatron was talking about how this month, September, after say the 10th or the 15th, so like the second half of September, it's good for focus. Like, well, focus is good to think about in this, time coming soon in September, so you don't get so distracted. And he was saying that part of what distracts people is there are parts of you thinking about all those undone projects that you have, or whatever you'd rather be doing right now also. So like little parts of you are thinking about all these different things and kind of occupied on some level with, say, the 5 projects that you're procrastinating on and the 2 things you'd rather be doing, and so little parts of you are sort of sitting in all that. And so focus, as he described it, would be to let go of all that and only be experiencing the one thing that you're trying to do right now. So you actively let go of all these things that your spirit is accidentally engaged in. So I feel that around the legs, there's like all this energy, and I guess we could expand it and do around the whole, the body, the chakras, everything, but just melt away any energy that causes you to scatter your focus, let's say, on a million different things at once, to the point where it's, really not helping. It's a subconscious thing usually, but not always. I mean, a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, no, I know I do that, I'm conscious of it. But anyway, just melt away energy blocks anywhere in your energy system. So you're just watching gold light through the chakras, the aura, the grounding, the legs, everything. Anything that has your focus more scattered, just melt that all away. All right, cool. I'm looking at another sample person. So this one person, which therefore, since the angels pointed it out right now, it's helpful for everybody. This person who's one of the participants, she's a conscious participant. She has people's expectations very much weighing her down. I don't think she's realizing it though. So these expectations from other people that she knows, from both work and personal life, and like family members, etc., they're in the way of her path, so that she's not going forward on her path. She's kind of going from side to side a lot, rather than making as much progress as she would like. So it just makes her feel very muddled and burdened all the time, which therefore makes her really inefficient as far as like feeling lighter about her work and feeling more playful about her personal life. So it just weighs everything down, and it's really just expectations from other people. It doesn't technically have to do with her work or her personal life, but it impacts them. So I think what we can do is think about clearing it while imagining your spiritual path out in front of you. because your spiritual path is like a road. It's just for you out in front of you. And if people dump stuff on it, they're also kind of dumping it in your space. But you can just clear it from the road, and that'll also clear it from within you. And just imagine that road out in front of you and just use lots of gold light, kind of like a wall of gold energy that's just melting everything that's blocking your path. And just, so here's the road, and just melt away all sorts of gold light. Another fun thing to visualize is like there was a Wonder Woman movie. Was it Wonder Woman? Yeah, it was Wonder Woman. It's like a Marvel movie like a year or two ago, and she did this really cool thing where she could I think she would like bend down when she did it, and then she would just send out this blast, like this just epic giant blast of, I would say it's gold light, but whatever. And it would just, go out in front of her and like knock everything down. And so you can do that, have a gold blast that just knocks everything down that shouldn't be on your path, just knocks it off of your path. And it's gold light, so it's not gonna hurt anybody, but it will get whatever is on your path off of your path. So you could do that. You could do like a Wonder Woman whoosh thing. Or you could just do gold light, like a wall, advancing wall of gold light on your path. But the idea is you're clearing off, in particular, people's expectations that are there, because you may not realize how much that's impacting you. Because like that client, I think, she's sour about certain things in her life, but she doesn't realize that these expectations from everybody is what's really making her so have sort of a resistant negative attitude. So lots of gold light, again, just melt away people's expectations from your spiritual path, this road that you're traveling, as a spirit in this lifetime. And then you can just, let's do a little more healing of that road. Again, to help you have work-life balance, help you to give and receive, be able to receive, and help you to be able to play, have personal work and personal play. So giving and receiving, work-life balance, personal play, personal work, just anything that's blocking all that, just melt it away. We're using your path, your spiritual path out in front of you to do this. It just melt away anything from your path that's in the way, that's blocking. It could be energy blocks of yours from past lives. It could be, you don't really have to know what it is. It's just you're just melting away anything in the way of your work-life balance, anything in the way of your personal work and your personal play. And anything in the way of your giving and receiving. Okay, and then just because it's a personal favorite, but I think it's good for everyone else too, let's do extra of, we did gardens a lot towards the end of Friday, so if you like the garden work, you could do that. It's, like I said before, it's towards the end, it's after the hour mark, sometime after the hour mark of the Friday video. We did gardens for giving and receiving, we did gardens for work life, personal life, but let's definitely now do a garden of personal work and personal play. So just imagine out in front of you a big garden that has two sections. One is for personal work, like personal projects, but it's sort of like work, like you have to do your taxes, or you have to, clean a part of your house, or you have to, fill out a form for something in your life, or, whatever. But so it's work, but it's totally personal life. And then personal play is the other half of the garden. So like just totally innocent, fun, giving to yourself, experiential, cool stuff. And just melt away any energy blocks that are blocking either of those sections of your garden. And again, your intention is you're only clearing what's healthy and gentle for you to clear today. This is why you can keep doing this, because you're not going to, you can change a lot, even just doing it once. but there would be more that you're ready to do if you do it again tomorrow or the next day or even twice in one day. And then there could be like a wall in between personal work and personal play that has baggage, like I don't want to work, or whatever. It's subconscious baggage. So you don't want that. You want pretty much no wall between personal work and personal play so that you can switch gears. So like if you have 5 minutes, you could listen to a fun song and then get back to your personal work. I mean, you want to be able to flow mindfully between these two sections as you wish. And so you can have a wall here that makes you too rigid about that. So any wall of baggage in between your personal work and your personal play, you can go ahead and just imagine the wall that's healthy to clear right now and melt that away. And that wall could be, maybe if you were raised by someone who's very guilt prone, who always said things like, oh, how could you do that to me, or whatever. It could be guilt from other people. It could just be past life baggage, whatever it is. Don't worry about it. It's just a wall that you're melting in between your personal work section and your personal play section. And we'll just do a teeny quick version of work and personal life, any wall in between those. So a different garden, make half of it work life, half of it personal life, and just heal both gardens. And again, we did more of this on Friday towards the end. Work life, personal life, and then any wall in between them of stuck energy. You don't want that because you want to be able to switch gears fluidly. So any wall in between your work life and your personal life, any a bunch of stuck energy there, just melt that. And again, you want to see and melt what is healthy and gentle for you to melt today. Yay. All right. I think we're pretty much done. I'm gonna just suggest that people, let's see, I'm gonna just make sure everybody's okay. Yeah. The only thing that I think people need is a little extra unblocking right beneath the feet, first layer and second layer beneath the feet. So that's how we're going to end this right before the angel blessing, is we're going to just unblock right beneath the feet, the first layer and the second layer of the aura. So, a day from now, if you want to just unblock right here, that could help, well, just forever. Right beneath your feet's a really key spot in the aura because it allows you to let go, which therefore keeps the flow going really well. Right. Just checking everybody out. Okay, cool. So just say hi to your angels, and we'll do a little, final request from the angels for a blessing and a healing, and also from Archangel Ariel and Jophiel, if you wish. So you would just say with your mind, angels, can you please give me a healing and a blessing? And you can also say, of course, I mean, they kind of know, but you can say, hey, angels, can you please bless my work-life balance? Can you please bless my my balance between personal play and personal work? And then, Archangel Ariel and Jophiel, can you please give me a healing and a blessing? With them, you can say about whatever you think I need too, because that's very that's humility, where you recognize that an archangel or your angels is going to see stuff that you need in a blessing and a healing that you have no idea. And that would probably benefit you even more if you just say, angels, give me the blessing and healing that you think I need. So archangels Ariel and Jophiel, can you please give me the blessing and healing that you see that I need? All right. Cool. So, like I always say, your angels may be continuing with that blessing and healing for a couple more minutes. They'll know how long you need that to be, so you don't have to worry about it. So now we could just, if you did want to say anything afterwards, now you could chat that, like if you want to say how you're feeling or anything. I know on Friday, there were a bunch of people watching, but I think people just weren't in a chatty kind of mood at the end. So there's no obligation to chat. But if you want, you can say hi, say how you're feeling, if you have any comments about the healing. If you want to say anything about, what the Friday healing helped you with, but again, if you don't want to say anything, that's fine too. I'm going to type something. Okay, so while I'm waiting, in case other people want to say stuff too, somebody says, thanks, Janet. And somebody says, hi, Janet. Thank you for this video. Can you say more about angels, where they're from, and why they would be interested in us? So angels are just angels. They're from heaven. I mean, not to use like religious jargon, but in some ways, some religions have it right, some little things they have right. So there really is, from what I can see, a heaven. There's just no hell. Everybody goes to heaven. It's not like we're all hanging out with Hitler or anything in heaven. There's different little sections based on what you need to work on or what you need to do or, whatever. So you're not going to be hobnobbing with a bunch of murderers in heaven, but the murderers are in heaven as well. So anyway, why would they be interested in us? Like, why not? I mean, it's just how things are. Like, there's always divine help. It's a part of who we are is divine in a way. I mean, some people go, I think, a little further than that and say we are all gods. And that sounds pretty ego to me. I don't like the sound of that. But there is divinity in everybody, and that you have this unlimited potential for learning and growth. But anyway, so they're just interested in you because that's what they do. They help. Angels oversee things, make sure, help you to plan your life, help you to learn what you intended to learn, help you to stay out of trouble, hopefully, if you listen to them. So I wrote, Friday helped me to give to myself more and relax while I work. Someone says, I definitely felt more relaxed. Thank you for sharing. I gotta put my glasses on. Thank you for doing the live video. I think it's a great addition, amazing work. I really enjoyed it and look forward to many more in the future. Yeah, me too. Like I said, when the angels first suggested it, I was like, wow! Friday healing helped me with being less scattered and gave me balance at work and relaxation. Yeah. Thank you. Just discovered your channel this morning. Yeah, I noticed that you had subscribed. YouTube sends me a message when I get a new subscriber. So hi. Welcome. Thank you. I slept really well considering my day Friday. I really enjoy the new recorded format as well. Yeah, it's nice. I was just explaining to one client because most people love this new format, but there are a couple of people that don't. And I think with every big change that I make in my profession, there's some people that are like, "Wow, I was fine before. What the heck, Janet?" So, but in this shift, I haven't heard a lot of that. But there are some people, and I definitely feel you. But yeah, most people do really like this new format, which even some people that surprised me that they would be, into it, but a lot of people seem to be into it. I guess, it's just the angels, I guess they knew it and they knew everyone would like it, or most people would like it. Um, I had a really crazy day and Friday healing totally saved my day. Yay! Um, Felt super relaxed and confident. That's good. It was quite the perfect timing. Thank you so much. I was feeling really backed up. I tried to remember to redo my grounding, but I did instantly feel better when you did it for the group. Yeah. There's something about receiving. I receive. I have this I receive from myself a lot. I heal myself a lot. And I do go to a really good acupuncturist who's like an energy worker in her own right. Acupuncture basically is energy healing. It's just they know more specific things about all the meridians, and then they use needles and stuff. But it's energy work as well as physical medical stuff. But anyway, so I go to that. Hi. Hi, Janet. Do our angels take the form that we choose? Specifically, I believe my guardian angel represents itself to me as an animal. Yeah. Um, they they'll work with you. Angels, they don't have a lot of ego. So, like with me personally as a human, I do have some ego it's not like a bad word, like I chose my hair to be this way. It is my choice. If you wanted my hair to be a different way, that would really not work for me. Yeah. Whereas angels, they're not as picky, So if you if a certain appearance works for you, they kind of find a compromise between how they want to express themselves and what you need. So yeah, how an angel appears to you um, is flexible, more flexible than how I appear to you, which is not so flexible. I feel great now. I'm in the flow. Thank you, Janet. Woo! Also feeling awesome since Friday. Today's great too. Yeah. Good. Great. I'm glad everybody's rocking it. Rocking the vibe. Let's see. How many people? 28 people are chatting right now. Cool. Or watching right now. All right. Well, this one was a teeny bit shorter. Part of that's because we did a lot of repair on Friday, so we didn't have to redo any of that today. Well, the chakra work we didn't have to redo because if your aura is healthy, it protects your chakras. Yay! All right, cool. Well, maybe we should wrap up. So we can start seeing our goodbyes. It's not forever goodbye, though. Sometimes I don't like that word goodbye because it sounds so final. So it's not a final goodbye. It's like see you Tuesday because there's another healing on Tuesday, which will be live streamed. Oh, I do want to mention, that's kind of like newsy type mentioning. On my website is how you would pay to be a part of these things. And anybody, even a brand new subscriber can be a participant. Just not in the Tuesday one because that's already sold out. But because it's a package of 3, this triplet set is a package of 3 healings that people purchased for like insanely cheap, which is fine. If I can afford to do it insanely cheap, I'm going to. But the Healing Masterclass is coming up really soon this month. Sooner than usual because the Healing Masterclass is on the 3rd Sunday of every month, and this month started with a Thursday. I'm sorry, it's the 1st Sunday of every month, and this month, September 2019, started on a Sunday. So the 3rd Sunday is like, it comes very fast. So long story short, it's like in a week. The healing masterclass is in a week, which is like a week from today. Sunday the 15th is the healing masterclass. Usually there's a bigger space in between when the triplet set ends and when the healing masterclass is, but not this month. So just a heads up, because you might not realize, like, whoa, I wanted to do that and it's right around the corner and I haven't bought it yet. Ah! So there's so don't freak out. Now you're informed. You can be calm and peaceful and centered about it if you want. But yeah, there are 24 spots left for the healing masterclass, which is in 1 week only, and it's on abundance. And so it's pretty much similar to this format, except the archangels are more vocal that are helping me. Ariel and Joe Field, they will like literally rock it with some messages during the time, and I will speak them out loud. So that'll be sprinkled in with all the healing. So there'll be a little bit more of a teaching component in it, but it will also be a big healing. And the theme is abundance, 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 abundance. Yay. So if you want to be a part of that and you haven't yet purchased it, you still do have 24 spots at this moment in time. And there are financial need rates. You may, I mean, like, don't assume you can't afford it. Like, seriously, go to my website, check it out. The website is janetwrightreadings.com. So just like this YouTube channel, but .com after it. And then you go to the sessions menu and pay here or something like that. Pay for sessions here. The September 15th Healing Masterclass. I keep blanking on that it's actually September now. But I think this personal play stuff is really going to help me. Because I think as a kid, like when school starts, you're like, oh, there'll be less time to play. There's more work. Oh. So I think it's still in my subconscious that, oh, September means work. The fall, the winter means work and not play, which is silly because as an adult, you can balance your time all year round. You don't have to get stuck about homework or something. You can meditate and get unstuck about it. So yeah, being able to heal, imagine a garden for your personal work and your personal play. And I guess you could have it be one big garden with your work, your personal work, and your personal play, and just heal all those three sections. Work, personal play, and just heal them all and melt the walls in between them. Because that way, then September and the fall and the winter doesn't have to be a bummer. Because, the play can continue. All right, cool. Bye, everybody. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to type bye too. You can type bye in all the languages that you know. I don't know many languages. Yeah, I don't know how to spell it in French, so I'll just stick with English and Spanish. Oh, here we go. Hasta pronto. That's Spanish too. Until soon, basically. All right, see you later. Bye. You guys are awesome. I want to wait till people finish saying bye before It's like a phone call. You don't want to hang up until someone's done. So adios. Bye. Bye, Janet. See you Tuesday. Yep. See you Tuesday. Thank you. Bye. Yep. And I'm totally glad that people are watching that weren't receiving the healing, that, just like watching too and healing themselves. That's super cool. You guys are very welcome to watch. Okay, I'm really going to stop now.